今天这个蛋还有点好吃的。
学校交500块钱，
不要交钱了。
上次就跟你说过了。
Very strong acting performances, especially from the father character. But I thought that both leads had a really great dynamic between them that made the piece feel very realistic, very grounded. There was a very sort of emotional undercurrent based around obviously his alcoholism and how his lack of functional parenting has affected his child. And I thought that the piece had a very sort of realistic construct and a very moody feel that really reflected the emotions of the overall narrative. And I thought it definitely sort of established a feature film type of feel within a short time frame that I thought was a testament to how well the combination of the cinematography, the acting, and just the overall aesthetic fit the concept.
There's so much earnest emotion in this piece, it just breaks your heart. I mean, especially the final monologue by the father. What's wonderful here, too, is that these often taboo subject matters in specific cultures, such as alcoholism, get to be explored, and these kind of erroneous stereotypes of unfeeling parents and the like, specifically in the Asian community, the sense of stoicness and lack of emotion, are completely expelled here as we see this father pour out his love for his child and, as the title suggests, his regrets as a parent.
The relationships were set up so well, and the actors did such a nice job. It was a good script. I just love the layers of conflict. The father is an alcoholic, but he still loves his son. But he's a bad dad, but he still loves his son, and has this epiphany that he needs to be better, and we all hope he is. There's just so many conflicts in this, so many just levels of conflict. It's so good. The actors do a great job. The dad, the son, and the mom, everybody's on screen is just very, very, very real, very raw.
The set in this, how they lit it, the cinematography was just absolutely wonderful. I really liked the way that the filmmakers told this story. I think that it was very creative, very clever, and the acting was it was wonderful. Very believable. The story was so emotional and powerful. And the filmmakers let you know right from the start who you were dealing with and the characters in this piece. I think that the thing that really kind of got me and touched me deeply was the dad's monologue at the end. It was so well done, so well told, and just so poignant that I thought this film was really, really beautiful in so many ways.
The performance of the actors here were remarkable. Both played off one another very well and created some tense moments for the audience and makes us think what will happen next. Throughout the story, we get to see the father's side as he struggles to come to terms with the fact that his wife left him, and we see how a decision has impacted the life of his son. The ending was one of my favorite parts as it ties the story together quite nicely as the father and son finally have a heart-to-heart and express their feelings. We get to see a better idea as to why the father is the way he is and how his actions have led his son to attack the kids at his school. It's sort of a metaphor for how things return to us in ways we least expect. In closing, I really enjoyed this piece, and there aren't a lot of stories like this, and it deserves to be told.
This film's done something that very few films have, and that's show both sides of addiction. It shows how damaging it can be to a child whose parent is an addict, where he's getting in fights at school. The dad's not showing up because he's an alcoholic. But by the end, it also shows the reason why dad drinks and the fact that he recognizes he does have a problem. He also is admitting it, having accountability, which a lot of films don't do with addicts, because It's the hardest part, is for one to admit they do have a problem. But, and this film did that. It was phenomenal at watching it, and it's all in one location, where it makes it easier to focus on the story rather than where they're all going, because the kid comes in after having a fight rather than us seeing the fight. It's an intense, intimate film, but it really shows what addiction looks like from both the person who's being affected by it and the person who's conflicted with it. It really goes both ways, and this film did a great job at showing it full circle.
Impactful. I really enjoyed the performances. The father, especially, is absolutely stunning. Like, I mean, the acting here is at another level. The final scene is nearly shocking, with the father crying. I think it was absolutely brilliant. Great performance, and also excellent film. Slow paced, but deep, with a good amount of long talks between this father and the son. I think it was very. The overall film was very deep and powerful.